office manager of a foreign affair. And today I would like to tell you about should American man kiss a Ukrainian woman on the first date. In Ukraine we have a form of greeting. For example, if man and woman meet each other for the first time and they have never seen each other before, they just give each other a warm, firm handshake, keeping eye contact and repeating your name. If you have been corresponded with the lady or you have been talking to her virtually, like on Skype or video calls or over the phone, you may give her a warm hug. And after your date with the lady, no matter first or second probably, if you still, after end of the meeting, if you still like your lady, you may give her a good, heartful hug to show your affection and your desire probably to meet again. As for real love kiss, it much depends on the person. And sometimes it doesn't matter on which date you kissed for the first time. It should just flow naturally, and eventually it will not matter for you on first or second or third date you kissed her. The most important for you will be the feelings that you experience after the kiss and that relationship that you will build after that. I must tell that women in Ukraine are pretty much conservative. First, because they have high morals, principles that were instilled in them by their family, by their friends, society. And it's not probably because we also comes from post-Soviet Union. We used to be more reserved and not display our affection on public, not kiss on the first date, and probably not have sex before marriage. That's why it's some kind of tradition or custom in Ukraine that on the first date girls usually don't hold hands, don't kiss each other, don't show their feelings and emotions too much. If it's not the last day of your life and you are not going to leave to America tomorrow, and you still feel some strength in yourself to wait until second or third date or probably fourth, just my recommendation to wait a little bit and do that a little bit later, not on the first date. Another big advantage, if you wait for the third date or fourth date and kiss her a little bit later, you will earn respect from your lady, and she will see that you are a serious man and you are looking for serious relationship, not just dragging a lady to your bedroom, that's it. She will also respect you more and also trust you more, and she will feel no pressure from you. She will be more comfortable, and when time comes, she will show you that she is ready actually to kiss, to hold hands, to do all that kinds of romantic stuff. The most important to notice these signs, and as soon as you see them, as soon as you feel that your lady is open to you, she's not nervous, she's not feeling embarrassed, she is just comfortable and happy with you, smiling all the time, and her eyes are sparkling, and she is happy as never probably before. If you see her smile, this is a good sign that she is ready, and you just need to start and proceed and kiss her multiple times, probably not just one time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please put your comments below this video and subscribe to our channel. We are happy to invite you to Kiev, to Ukraine, and I am sure this will be unforgettable trip and experience for you. Welcome!
What am I looking for? I'm looking for love. That's what I'm looking for. Amor, mucho amor. Yes. It's a loving woman, woman that has a lot of affection, you know, a woman that is smart, one that either has education or aspiring to that, you know. One that takes care of herself, you know what I'm saying? That keeps herself, you know, looking nice, and those kind of things. I think those things are very important.
Jay wanted to dance. He was like the whole week, but can we dance? Can we please dance?
Absolutely.
I said, Jay, I will make everything possible that we dance.
Absolutely.
And we dance, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to dance some more.
Yes.
Oh man, let me tell you, the women here are just beautiful, bonita, hermosa. I mean, just words can't even express it. They're so beautiful.
How do young ladies from Ukraine feel about getting married and moving to the US? For the most of it, not all, but a lot of women can get better lifestyle because life in this country is a little easier than Ukraine. You don't have to work 2-3 jobs to survive for the most of it. They have to lose their circle of friends, family, and those connections are extremely important. So they're scared. You know, maybe she wants to continue working or not working and be housewife. Everybody has different ideas, so you know she would wanna date for quite some time to get to know the man. But on the other hand, she would wanna know that you're serious about it. So you know you might stress out that you actually serious about your future together. That's important for you and that's your ultimate goal. So she needs to know that, so she will feel more comfortable and more relaxed and will help you trust you better. Once she's sure you're the right one and once you're sure that she's the right one too, because again, you don't want to marry a total stranger. Ideally, I know it's hard for a lot of people because of their work schedules, but it would be ideal to spend a lot of time together, like 24/7 basis, maybe take a vacation together, maybe, spend time, ideally live in Ukraine together for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever whatever you can do. Or traveling together is a wonderful idea, because when people travel, they step out from their comfort zone. And that's how you can see somebody's, true colors. You see who she really is, and she can see who you are, because under stress, the best and worst qualities come out of people. So you can see the way she treats the waitress, whether she screams at the taxi driver, or something, or you drinking every night at the bar. So so two of you can look at those little red flags and figure out if that's, regardless of the feelings that you have for each other, if that's the right person that you can see yourself being married for the rest of your days. So, and if that's the case, then two of you, get married, and of course she'll be nervous, so you'd have to help her a lot throughout the process, be her emotional support and do everything on your end, to help her. You can ask her what exactly that you can do for her to feel comfortable in the situation, so she will know how the future place looks like. Whatever your income, you want to be upfront about it, because a lot of people tend to, I know a lot of cases when people tend to misrepresent. They go on vacation, they spend all their money, the last money they really have on the courtship process. Dating is expensive, bringing someone in the country, doing the immigration paperwork is not cheap, so by the time when she gets here, man can already face some financial difficulties. And she will not understand that, because she just got here. She doesn't know where you're coming from. And she can see all this, and she thinks that suddenly all changed because of her, not because of just the circumstances, because life is life. So, she can start thinking bad things and questioning her own decision whether it was the right move. So just talk about everything. If there is a prenup, will be involved, and talk about it. It is important. It's very common in American culture, but not so many in the foreign countries. And explain her why you're doing it, not only to protect yourself, but you're also doing it to protect her. Two of you are not kids, and both of you been in a relationship before, and to say at least it's not always work out. So it's better to discuss all the possibly negative things that can happen, down the road before they happen. This way, it's easier for everybody. So there are a lot of things to talk about it. You might want to help her find ESL classes in local community college, so you can send her links and say, hey, here's this community college that will help you with your English classes. Yeah, I'll be taking you there, So she'll more understanding of her future life she will get from you, more successful relationship you'll end up having. From Anthony, do women from Ukraine like cities more? Do you like nature and rural areas more than big cities? Well, it really depends where she's from. That's why, so if you're talking to a girl, let's say from Kiev, huge metropolitan city, 7 million population with, where people walk on the streets, there are museums, theaters, all kind of stuff going on, nightlife, restaurants, they used to it, it's normal, and they'll expect that. There are people from the smaller cities that, those big cities, they drive them crazy, they're uncomfortable. So if you put somebody from Zaporozhye in the middle of Manhattan, that might drive her crazy, and she might not be comfortable with that. So just try to find a location that's similar to, your living conditions, so, for the best match. As far as meeting new people, you're probably, better off staying in central and eastern parts, so like, Kyiv, Odessa, Nikolaev, Zapo, Dnipro, Vinnytsia, any of those places are just wonderful. And, each of those cities has its flavor to it. There's some large cities, more, metropolitan. There are smaller places like Zaporozhye, even though I would not consider Zapo such a small place. It's still like 700,000 people population. But again, it's women a little bit different too. So, even though they all live in the same country, they have a little bit different lifestyles, and the girls from Kyiv might be a little bit different from the girls in Zaporozhye. It's like girls in Manhattan will be different from the girls in Ohio. There is a little bit of that going on. So it just, find what you're looking for. So just decide what you're looking for, and then, call me and I'll help you with the location if you have any questions on that.
How would a Filipina feel if a man tried to kiss them on the first date? Oh, it would be a shocking and kinda awkward situation, Oliver, since most of the Filipinos are still in a conservative way. It is okay to do the cheek by cheek like that. But you of course need to get her approval or permission. You need to be gentleman, guys. Because the women in the Philippines are also observing you. And it's not just you observing them. They're looking for their future husband. So how you take care of them and your attitude and your personality will also be one of the things that they are looking for. Make sure to ask her permission. And if she said yes, then that's okay. As long as you get your permission, be gentlemen, okay? Don't forget that. And here is from Angelo. Is there anything that men can do to avoid intimidating Filipinas on dates? Yeah. So I would say, I would advise you guys to be approachable. If she is still intimidated, just take her time. Give her time to adjust, and ask questions regarding herself, opinions about the dates that you're or the place you're going. Make her feel that she is in good hands. Make her feel that you will going to adjust, that you will going to understand. Of course, just give her time and a little bit of space for her to get to know you more. So just be yourself, be gentleman and humble, and let's see what there goes. Yeah. From Marksmus, Ronna, is holding hands with a Filipina on a date, first date, acceptable? Yes, it is acceptable. Just first, number one, be gentleman and ask permission. Asking permission to a woman is one of a trait that makes you a gentleman. Make sure that she is comfortable, and then if she said yes and then kind of shy about it, just take it slow. I know for sure most of the women are shy about holding hands since it's your first date, but just why not? Just ask question. Don't hesitate to ask question. If they said yes, then great. If they say no, then accept and respect it. Okay? How many boyfriends do most Filipinas have before finally meeting a man they want to marry? It depends on the women. It depends on the, of course, environment, family, values, how strict they are, and personality of a woman. I'm not sure as to how many for some of the girls. I would say in general there would be like 5 to 10 boyfriends. Yeah. For me, I have five. Yeah, I have 5 boyfriends. Some others have 3 boyfriends before they settle down. Some other have 20 boyfriends or like that. It depends on how early she started having dates. So with the blessings from the parents, they started at 18. They should start at 18. Me, I started having boyfriend at the age of 19 or 19 years old. So that would be a little too late for me, but I'm busy with my life, of course. I'm busy studying and everything. So some others, since they have very strict family, even without the blessings from the parents, they sneak out and have a boyfriend at the age of 15, like that. Earliest would be 15. Yeah. So it depends actually, Dennis. It would be better for you to know the personality of the women once you're dating. So focus once you date with her, little by little, make sure to know her better. If I have one date, it is not expected that my date will bring a family member or friend. It's just one-on-one, right? or is there a possibility they will bring someone? Yes, Jesus, there is a possibility that they will bring someone, but usually they meet you first alone. It's because they trusted our agency, they trusted our company, and for every first meeting is in the office. They have the courage to meet you in the office, and if you decide to go there, to go outside for have a date and have lunch like that, if she is interested, then that's the case that you'll have one-on-one with her. Yeah. So by the way, if you have more questions, just give me a call at 623-570-8505, 623-570-8505, or email me at afacebu.ronna@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have all a wonderful days and nights and weeks and everything. So stay happy, stay positive, and let's stay safe. Keep it up. Have a great, wonderful evening. So keep smiling, of course, because the guys with this eyebrow, the guys who have this eyebrow, so please practice yourself to massage it to make your face more approachable. And it seems like, because if you have this kind of eyebrow, it seems like you're carrying a heavy weight, and she might be a little feel awkward or hesitate to ask questions or give opinions if that's the case. So just be yourself as long as you yeah.
Unbelievable. Can you see? There could not be better. This is Mary. What a sweetheart. I met her and her daughter together.
Mother and daughter.
Mother and daughter, you couldn't tell that they were, you know that they look alike, but there's no way they look like sisters.
I used to be the guy sitting on the sofa, watching all the YouTube videos, listening to people saying, you don't want to go over there because the girls are not serious.
We're wearing our masks when we have to. And it puts a little bit of a damper on the fun because there's less people, but it's the way it's going to be for the next year.
At first, it's kind of overwhelming because you walk in a room, a bunch of ladies turn and look at you, and if you're not used to that, it takes some getting used to. But once we sat down and started talking, it was pretty easy after that. They just want to get married, to come to America, get a visa, but that's not the case. The ladies really don't want to leave their country. They would if they had to, and they're not really in a rush to get married. You really want to take the time and talk to the person, to the guy, find out what they want. And they're not really, some don't mind leaving, some really don't want to leave their families. It was a big decision for them.
I would say 30% of the women could speak English. It was mainly the younger ones and the ones who've been to the university.
I didn't expect to find the quality and interesting people that I found. It's not that I'm overwhelmed, but yet I found people that I could be very much interested in, genuinely, especially Mary.
Absolutely, and I'm going to have the same translator, which will make it easy because we started really getting in sync once we started moving from table to table. It took a while, but we got a flow going. So.
I've been to Colombia, and they're different. I think they were more real. They were more real than the Colombian women. They were serious, and it was nice.
Sincere, very genuine. and they really want to be wives. That's the way they were raised. That's their culture, which is very impressive. There's no games. They're very sincere about it. So they tell you exactly what they want, they're looking for. They ask you what you're looking for, and from there, everybody was honest and upfront. So that's very, very refreshing.
Es muy bonito, bueno, me falta como acostumbrarme, pero sí es muy agradable. Sobre todo me gusta mucho cómo lo manejan, el respeto a las personas y la forma en que organizan las comunicaciones. Es muy interesante.
I think writing letters is kind of silly. Come on the tour, just like John says. And it's not a commercial.
There are no limitations. You can meet women no matter where you're at. But for the reasons that we do not commit to those relationships or those people, you will find it in these situations because we are looking for something unique. And unique is what I find. Unique is what makes me happy. I say, try it. You have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Everything to gain. Try it.
Hello guys, my name is Victoria. I'm Kiev office manager. And now we are sitting with a beautiful lady Anna, who came to us to answer some of our tricky questions. Hello Anna.
Hello.
We are happy to see you.
The same, yeah. I'm very happy to see you too.
So tell us please, from what countries usually men come to us and invite you for the dates?
Usually it was American and few maybe from Germany.
Wow. And what differences in behavior or communication or maybe culture did you notice the biggest difference between foreigners and our men? Do they impress you somehow in a nice way? Please tell us.
Yes, of course they impress me so much in the nice way because I think they are very romantic. They can take care about their woman. They are very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
They can respect me, can respect my wishes, my feelings. Yes, I like this so much.
Okay, and one more tricky question. Why do you think foreign men choose Ukrainian women? Why not American women?
I know the answer. I think our women are more feminine. Of course, they're very beautiful. Maybe I don't want to say that American or Germany's women are not beautiful, but our women, of course, take care about the body, about the face. They're always looking good, and they're family orientated. They like American or Germany women, or maybe other. They think more about career. And maybe they don't want to have a family, they don't want kids. And our women are more family oriented.
What warning signs of Ukrainian woman is taking date or perceiving man as a friend, just a friend, not as a man for the future relationship?
It's a lot of small signs. For example, she doesn't let you to take her hand or maybe hug you, or maybe she doesn't want to talk about the future with you. She doesn't talk about her feelings, about some private things. She maybe doesn't want to introduce you to her family, something like this.
Okay, and the last question. I believe there are many men who are staying in their country, let it be America. They are writing letters, they are doing some Skype calls with the ladies they like, but still there is something that preserves them from coming to Ukraine. they are afraid, they have some hesitations, they cannot decide finally that yes, I will go. So just give a few recommendations, a few tips. What should men do and how to prepare, what steps they should take in order to before coming to Ukraine. So just tell them, share your vision.
Ukrainian girls are very friendly. They're very open-minded. They are very nice, kind. So just come, don't afraid. Just come and
try your chance.
Just try your chance. Don't worry for even maybe not from the first time, from the second time, but of course you will find your soulmate.
Some of these ladies can be your future wife actually and change your life forever. So be brave and come to Ukraine, and I'm sure it will be unforgettable experience that will change your life forever. Thank you, Anna, for answering all my questions. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
It was a pleasure too. Thank you so much.
We will also indicate ID number of Anna at the end of this video. And if you have more questions to our beautiful ladies in Ukraine, you may put comments below this video, and we will be happy to make new videos for you.
I'm looking forward to see you in Ukraine. You're Anna.
From Scott. What would you say are the top 5 things that a Ukrainian lady is looking for in a foreign man that she wants to marry? Please list in order, with 1 being the most important thing. Wow, that's well. Let's see if let's create the list, because we might have different opinion too. Because you know, so Hugo.
Kindness. They have to be really kind men. You know, I think kindness is the most important everywhere. I have to be stable. Stability, they're really looking for stability because they have a lack of this there. Economy is not very good there, so they want somebody to take care of her. All the time guys ask me, what are you looking for? And she said kindness, she said stability. She wants somebody to take care of her because she knows she will come here and she won't be able to work here, so she needs somebody who can take care of her. Financially and emotionally. Loyal.
Well, yeah.
Patient, but it's not common, but I think patience is a really important thing in any relationship, you know.
I'd say optimistic, because nobody wants to date in Eeyore, so every morning wake up, oh, it's another cloudy day, gotta go to work. You know, nobody wants to wake up to that.
We all have those days. Okay?
Yeah, we all have our day, but if you have that on a daily basis, how long, you know, would you survive that? And how fast would you run from a person like that? And those qualities are pretty universal, so I wouldn't say they're not necessarily looking for it in a foreign man. Because, well, I mean, domestic partner should have the same qualities. If she has a child or thinking about having kids, it's important for this man to be a good father. That's actually, you know, that's very common for foreign men. They definitely make better dads than, you know, let's say Russian, Ukrainian ones. You know, I would say that's a big factor.
Most of the girls looking for stability. Yeah, that's really important. As I say, they cannot find it in their local guys because the economy good. They cannot find jobs, so it's a stress from there. So of course, they want to find somebody who can take care of her.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing.
You receive letters from women from website, and they send you photos. Who sends them, the women or the translator agency? Well, actually, it could be both, basically. So when she sends you a message, she can just forward a few photographs of her. So if she's telling you a specific story, hey, I went to barbecue yesterday, here is me at that barbecue. You know, she'll forward you most recent photos. Quite often, her agency will have certain set of photos that she sent them earlier. So she'll say, hey, can you send this guy, attach a few more photos of me to my letters? So it could be both. So it could be, you know, just most recent photos that she just took, or could be a few photos that they had on file for her. Ladies, where would be better to get the ring, US or Ukraine?
I would say Ukraine. They have, I think, jewelry is there. I believe they're better than here, but unless you go to Tiffany or something.
I guess I would, it depends on what type of metal a woman prefers, because in Ukraine, yellow gold is most common. So yes, if she wants something out of yellow gold, the ring out of yellow gold, then that's the best place. The selection is great. Here, not as much. I personally can't stand yellow gold. Me personally, I would pick something from United States solely for that reason. But again, if she's into yellow gold, Ukraine it is.
From Rick, hi ladies, is it a good idea to find Eastern European grocery stores for my lady before she comes here? Do you think she might rather do it herself?
You think you have a lot of European grocery stores?
It's very important. I can tell you, in my experience, I wasn't be able to eat anything for a month until I found that Russian store. It's difficult. Food is here different, even the grocery store.
Do you know how much stuff they have on Amazon right now? I mean, they are.
Well, it's more easy.
Oh yeah, of course. But many places I lived in South Dakota for a few years. There were no Russian grocery stores anywhere in South Dakota, to the best of my knowledge. The closest one was in Minneapolis, which is pretty decent drive. I didn't want Russian food that bad.
We have two here in Phoenix. I mean, we have
actually more than
I
that.
know.
Yeah. So there is one next to our work, but yeah, there's actually a few more closer to where I live, and
I'm planning on attending a tour to Kyiv in November. What is the weather generally like there, that time of the year? Also, how soon should I put in my deposit to hold my spot?
Well, given the situation, those Ukrainian tours being sold out so fast, I would recommend to do it as soon as possible, because again, April tour didn't happen, we canceled it, but it was sold out. July tour is sold out, September is filling up, so the November is, also we'll see what happens there, but don't wait too long, because you might face the situation when it's just going to be completely sold out, probably by August, I think.
And weather, what's going to be weather in November? It's going to be freezing.
Yeah, the weather, but buy a warm jacket and it's going to be okay. I come from Arizona and I survived that, so it'll be okay too. And especially if you're from the Northeast.
Take heavy jacket, you'll be okay.
Yeah, just get some warm clothes. And no sport hoodie is not a heavy jacket, please guys. Please wear normal warm clothes.
From Ryan, thank you EFA for this Monday night webcast. You know how to make single men enjoy Monday night.
Well, good. Thank you for watching.
There's no football there today?
It's not football season till September.
Oh, okay.
It's not, late August, but who watches the preseason?
All right, till September, you can guys enjoy your Monday night with us.
And hopefully by September you actually will meet, the love of your life, and you'll be doing something else on Monday night rather than
and never see
with
us
her
again.
Yeah, so that, our goal is for you guys to stop watching us and actually start doing something with your second half.
Yes.
But while you're here, enjoy.
50% of all just general marriages in the United States end in divorce. And then if you've been married and you try it again, then you got a 60% chance of getting a divorce. And God forbid if you try a third time, now you're at a 73% chance of getting a divorce. Are you kidding me? You've got to choose wisely. There's a difference between the men and the women, a much more pronounced difference between the men and the women and how they deal. The role of femininity, the role of masculinity, how the two interact with each other, and there's all these differences. I mean, I had this one guy once who came back and he was upset because the woman didn't like him. Well, the problem is that first of all, at the restaurant, he was talking really loudly about his dates with other women, how they would spend the night on the beach and have sex and do this stuff. Guys, women don't want to hear you talk about other women. You should not be talking about that on a first date. And then she told me that when they got up to walk away, he grabbed her ass. You really shouldn't do that on the first date either. You have to kind of really play that one by ear. When you go over and you see the opportunity that is there, even if the stars don't align and you don't find Miss Right, that's okay. Because when you come back, your whole mindset has totally changed. The secret's out, right? And I could go over and I can experience this. And this is something that I never knew existed. And so you're having a lot of fun in the process of trying to find that right woman. The statistics here in the United States, and they start to bear you out. This is the first time in our country's history where we've had more single households than married households. People are waiting much later to get married as well. And women who are in their career world, and they've got their own career, they're making money, they're doing stuff, and it's just a little bit different for them. You go to different cultures, there's more emphasis, value, sometimes placed on family, placed on commitment. One of our plaques, which used to be on the table, which isn't here right now, but if it was here, it would say, "Love is meant to be an adventure." Oh, well, there you are. Love is meant to be an adventure. Kirk, I think I had too much, Mountain Dew. I got to lay off the Mountain Dew.
Yo quiero matrimonio en la playa.
She wants to get married at the beach.
Oh yeah, see.
Today.
Something like that.
On the
We
beach
can do it today.
with the water and everything.
Tarararán, así. Tarararán.
Ah,
Tarararán.
goodness.
La brisa.
So
Man,
you can do this today. You're at the beach, you're together.
Yeah,
Why not
good.
today?
Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. All right, left hand. This one. Yeah. On the finger.
I had done a lot of research. I looked at other marriage agencies that were located in Ukraine, but I also know that yes, it is possible to go and meet someone on the street, and so you have to really think about what exactly are you looking for. You can take a lot of the guesswork because you never know what you're going to meet on the street.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the other thing too.
Yeah. Привет, guys! My name is Victoria and I'm Kiev office manager, and we're sitting in a cozy place. The name of it is Rukula. It's a cafe in a walking distance from our Kiev office where you can date your lady. And today we have a special guest. It's Joseph. Joseph, hello.
Hello.
Yes, today we will talk with Joseph about different interesting topics. He will give some tips and recommendations how to prepare to this trip, how to make it successful. Let me start from complimenting you. I noticed that you made a great photo shoot before coming to Ukraine.
I did.
And I was impressed because usually Americans or foreigners, they look at ladies' profiles and they say, wow, she's so gorgeous, but they never take care of their photos. Who advised you to do that? Who gave you the idea?
I see how much the ladies put attention into their appearance, what they do to help attract a man, and that was one thing. I was just like, I should do the same thing.
And when did you make the first trip? Was it difficult to make this first trip?
So I spent a few days in Kiev. I spent a few days in Nikolaev, and I spent a few days and actually one day in Odessa. I came alone. I had no problems. You know, once I got my ticket, got to Brisbane Airport. You know, they have English in the airport. They speak English if you have questions, and it really made it enjoyable. When I was walking in Kiev, I remember my first night in Kiev, it was just by myself, and I walked in Independence Square, and I could just see families out there with their kids, you know, and riding on little scooters, and I got that sense that I'm like, everything's gonna be fine. All families are out here. I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. And that's what really, you know, set Ukraine apart, especially with Kiev, and same thing when I went to Nikolaev and Odessa. AFA was, I had done a lot of research. I looked at other marriage agencies that were located in Ukraine, but I also know that yes, it is possible to go and meet someone on the street. I am a very busy man when I'm at home, so that having an agency to use made it very beneficial for me as far as time-wise. I could just, you know, look at the lady's profile, you know, see, you know, what she does, a little bit of information about her, what she's looking for, and that kind of helps me kind of like, you know, narrow down, because there's just so many women to choose from. There's a lot, and so you have to really think about what exactly are you looking for. You can take a lot of the guesswork because you never know what you're going to meet on the street.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the other thing too.
Yeah. Yes, actually sometimes it's even dangerous to make new acquaintances on the street, because you never know, like Kiev is a huge city and some people looking for some sugar daddies or some fat pockets, you know, with money. And one more question, maybe one of the last one, at what stage usually Ukrainian women show their affection to men?
I'm a very affectionate man. That's just who I am. But I let the ladies know, like in my letters that I wrote to them, that I said, don't surprise if I give you a hug on the first date, because that's who I am, you know, and no expectations. But yes, it usually takes about a couple dates. They show that they're interested very quickly, like you know, that they like you, just by the way they look at you, if you have that constant eye contact and just the secondary communication that what they're showing that they're interested in. And then like on a second date, just holding hands, like she touches you, and you just see that, and each time it builds a little bit more. And it's not a sudden thing. Yes, in America sometimes everything moves very fast in America, so sometimes it goes to affection really quickly. But here the women, they take their time, and it's very respectful for that. And you have to understand that as a man, is that she will show that you're interested, but you have to pay attention to it. Prepare yourself, and you won't have a problem.
Okay, thank you so much, Joseph, for all your generous answers. We are always happy to see new people in our country, new foreigners, new clients, and those who already came to us before, of course, because they already our friends and members of our FA family. So please come to us, join our family, be our new friends, and we will be very happy to see you in Kiev. Welcome.
A good friend of mine, over a cup of coffee one morning in 2014, he said, "Sam, are you ready to get out of the US?" And I said, "I am." He said, "You want to change?" I said, "I do." He said, "Let's go to Medellin. If you go to Medellin, I'm going to Medellin." So it's funny how things happen. I'm pretty impulsive. I don't waste time. If there's something that I want, I'm going to go and get it. I'm going to go out and find it. And guess what? I'll let you know in a minute what I found. You're about to meet her in just a minute. And I found that because of you guys. But I'm 54 years old. And the bottom line is, I don't want to die alone. Because that's the bottom line. You could make a move in life, or you could make a choice to be single the rest of your life and die in a nursing home on your own. That's not my style. I'm not looking to die anytime soon, just saying. Anyway, so the long story short, packed up our bags, put everything on a boat, put the furniture, put the kids. I had a little one. I had a 1-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. We put them on an airplane, packed everything up, and moved to Medellin, Colombia. The most beautiful city in the world. I would never have left. Only reason I left is that things didn't work out. And things don't always work out. I mean, guys, come on. It is what it is. I got divorced, and for a single dad, it wasn't the easiest to be in Colombia. America is set for single dads with kids. So I moved back to the US, but I knew that a Colombian girl was for me. And I went on Love Me. I talked to John Adams, the owner of Love Me, and he told me about Philippines, and he told me all about Ukraine, and I had already been to Costa Rica and all those other places, and I knew the Colombian culture. I lived there for years. I met, and I know the people. They are warm, they're warm-blooded, they're wonderful. They can be hot-blooded too, don't get me wrong. You cross their paths in the wrong way, hey, God bless you. I said, it's probably worth the money. At this stage, I'm on my second marriage, or no, actually my third, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm losing track here. Yeah. So, I said, let's do the executive. I felt like being an executive. I was in my office, they did a video of me, and I'm just looking for a nice girl. I'm not looking for anything. I like to be married. I like somebody in the house. I don't want a maid. I want a partner. But as it happens, Colombian girls love to take care of their guys. And Anna Maria loves to pamper me. I don't ask for it, but I mean, my clothes are in the washer and the kitchen is done. And I do all that. My first daughter was 6 months old. I brought her up. I know how to do. That's how I'm domesticated. But they just love to do all that. And that's great. That's a lot of difference. I mean, so anyway, the point is they introduced me to about 60, 65 girls, and I narrowed it down. I went on about 10 dates, I think, Maria, wasn't it? About 10 dates or 9 dates?
It was quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, when the borders opened up, I came to Medellin. I went on a bunch of dates. We eliminated a lot of girls. Not that there was anything wrong with them. It's just they weren't compatible because some were not that kid friendly and I'm more into kids and stuff like that. But we got it down to 3 girls, and it was a difficult choice at the end. To be honest with you, that was not easy. When you've got chemistry with somebody, especially if you're looking for marriage, that's very important. The chemistry is the key. And I kind of was leaning towards Anna Maria, but you have to leave your options open.
Yeah.
That's the point of an executive service.
Yes.
That's the point of the social, is date a bunch of girls. You can feel chemistry in the video date. And after the first video date, I straight away messaged Manuela or Maria and said, yes, I like her. And let's do another one. Or no, thank you. Not for me. Let's move on. So yeah, you can feel the chemistry. You can feel the vibe. You can feel the energy. You can tell a lot from video call. I mean, you guys are reading this right now and you're watching this and you can feel the energy right here at this phone call. And they're not paying me to say any of this. I'm doing this for the goodness of my heart, and I want to help other people out there because it's not easy to meet a nice girl, a nice woman. It's horrible. I've been through it. And Anna Maria doesn't speak much English, so I can just wave to her. She is taking classes because I put her, hola amor, escuchan de todo. Tú no entiendes mucho, pero me escuchas y yo puedes traducir más tarde. She's saying, yeah, okay.
Estamos aquí, no sabemos qué puede pasar, ¿cierto? Pero yo no sé, será el universo, no sé, las cosas se conectan con la persona que es y pues eso es como un click.
So we haven't yet formally exchanged rings and so on and so forth, but we have made a commitment, and she's very excited, and I'm excited to bring her to the US. The process right now, because of the COVID situation, is at least 12 months or 14 months. I will absolutely get engaged to her and get her a wonderful ring. And we made this decision while we're in Punta Cana. When you are respectful and they find a nice man, they're never going to let you go. They're going to stay with you through thick or thin. And I think I've got the right one. It's your choice. You want to die alone? Go right ahead. But I want to die with a beautiful woman next to me and a wonderful person from inside. So, that's my little gift that I can give the guys, that if you're on the fence, just do it.
Hello guys, my name is Ola and I'm very happy you are with me again. Today we will talk about dates and how serious do lady takes it. I'm Ukrainian and I love to go on dates. For me, meeting is some special event. I love to wear beautiful dress, to do hair done, to do beautiful makeup, to wear high heels and go to a very good restaurant. And I take this date very serious because I go on a date to get to know a person who knows possible he is my future husband. But I live in a big city and sometimes I don't have time to change my look. In this way, I should go on a date in some working clothes or possible even after gym. And I still take this date very serious. What I want to say is that it doesn't matter how the lady looks like, what did she wear, how she behaves, where you go on a meeting. The more important is questions which she asks you. If the lady takes this very serious and she is looking for you, have her future partner, she will ask you about your country, your place of living, your home or apartment, possible climate of your state or country. I don't know, what is your occupation? Do you have Russian or Ukrainian school nearby your home? Asking such questions, she tried to imagine a full picture of your future life,
should realize that every meeting, this is as checking you as a man. How good you are for her. The lady pay attention to every detail you do or you wear. Do you bring flowers or no? Do you prefer to go to a luxury restaurant and luxury place, or possible you suggested her to go to McDonald's? We even pay attention, do you give us a chance to choose or not? It's very important. There are a lot of little details during the meeting, and sometimes even man can show us that he is not serious by his behavior. In this way, the lady understands that yes, he is a good guy and the evening is wonderful, but it's nothing more serious than just good evening, unfortunately, and nothing else. Don't be surprised if the lady would like to take someone on your date. Possible translator, sister, cousin, or even, I don't know, some friend. I know, I understand that you are shocked now, but it's not a bad sign. Because I'm such a person who is easy to fool. I can fall in love very easy and very quickly. I know about such my feature, and in this way I love to listen other opinions. Opinions of my mom, of my friends, colleagues. It doesn't mean that they influenced me. No, I am mature enough and I make my decisions. But I like to listen it, to analyze it. Because when I am in love, I am carried away and I don't see a lot of things. And when people tell me some points possible that I didn't notice, I try to make a full picture of this person and to prognose, to analyze what future I will have with this person. Go on a dates, be sincere, be serious, and the person you need will attract you, because our world is a reflection of ourselves. Love you, welcome to our Kyiv.
Bueno, estoy en la agencia con la intención de conocer a una persona especial. Dame la oportunidad también de conocer gente de otras culturas, otros países. Y nunca me he casado, tengo un hijo de 5 años. Si se puede dar, llegar a una relación seria con esa persona, casarme. Pienso, no sé, soy una persona de que tengo mi pensamiento totalmente diferente a la gente de tal, o sea, aquí desde Cartagena.
No te sientes tan...
No me siento, ¿sí me entiendes?
Sí.
Entonces, he conocido gente de otras partes del mundo y veo su pensamiento, es algo muy parecido al mío,
Sí.
que hay gente que le gusta trabajar, gente que le gusta echar para adelante, progresar. Soy un poquito ama de casa, otro poquito en la parte laboral de mi trabajo. Yo trabajo con el gobierno acá en Cartagena y también estoy estudiando marketing digital, lo estoy impulsando por las redes sociales, estoy practicando mucho del tema y me gustaría a futuro poner en práctica mis conocimientos en la parte de tener algo sólido, ya sea, me gustan mucho las ventas, me gusta mucho la comunicación. Proyectarme en algo muy sólido en parte de ventas. Compartir con las demás personas, interactuar. Soy una persona muy comunicativa y también me gustaría conocer una persona así, de ese prototipo, que sepa lo que quiere en la vida, que sea una persona amorosa, detallista. Y ante todo, que sea una persona respetuosa y que quiera y sea una persona de valores. Mientras yo esté con la persona indicada y con la persona con la que yo me sienta bien, como te digo, que sea una persona que esté centrada, que sepa dónde quiere ir, qué quiere, y que seamos un equipo, que luchemos juntos, así sea, no necesariamente tiene que ser una persona que tenga el dinero, que no, porque yo soy una persona que soy trabajadora también, entonces después que esté enfocado en lo que quiere, pues podemos hacer un buen equipo. Y si es necesario vivir en otro país, pues también lo experimentaría y sé que si me voy de aquí, sé que me va a ir bien.
Sí.
Bueno, les mando un saludo a todos ustedes y de verdad los invito a que vengan a conocer esta ciudad. Es muy hermosa, es muy linda, tiene una arquitectura súper divina, la gente es muy agradable y hay mujeres súper lindas. De verdad, los invito a que vengan. Les mando un beso.